Chosen ones, even hearing these words gives some people chills. Because being chosen is not only an honor, it is also a great responsibility. And when God made the big decision, the line of destiny changed irrevocably. You have not changed. On the contrary, you are more solid, more sure, and more determined in your identity than ever before. But the planet is changing. People are changing. That tension in the air that you can't notice but you feel. Those long, lingering glances, the restlessness in some people. All these things are related to your existence. Because you are a mirror. Your poise, your courage, your unwavering confidence in who you are reveals the fragility in others. I want you to take a deep breath before we continue. When you do these three things, your energy and your intention will be amplified, sending a powerful signal to the universe. Press the like button. Subscribe so we can reach 10,000 subscribers, and leave a comment saying, "Jesus, I am ready." They don't understand your fearless actions. They don't understand your refusal to back down when pushed. When they can't control it, when they can't shake its foundations, the darkness inside them comes to the surface. Jealousy, anger, insecurity. These emotions hit them in the face at a time when masks are falling fast. Your presence exposes their unhealed wounds, the weaknesses they cannot even admit to themselves. But know that this is not a burden. It is a sign of your strength. To be chosen is not just to embark on a journey. It is to shine a light on the journeys of others. Some will be inspired by this light, others will squint. But your mission does not change. As part of this great decision God has made, your presence is starting a revolution. A quiet but shaking revolution. You are a chosen one. And in this world, those like you are living proof that change is inevitable. Your power is seen not as an inspiration, but as a danger by those who are not in tune with their higher selves. Instead of focusing on themselves, they blame their fears on you. Jealousy can manifest as subtle sarcasm, passive-aggressive remarks, or even outright hostility. They want to devalue and destroy you because your presence reminds them of everything they are not. Some people will try to manipulate you by saying that you are too much, too confident, or too self-assured. Others will try to secretly compete with you by observing your every move, in the hope of finding a weakness they can exploit. But fundamentally, their reactions are not about you. It's time to spread God's benefits. You can join His plan and this holy cause by hitting the Super Thank button on YouTube. Whether you donate $100 or more, every contribution is a reflection of God's generosity, and I think it will come back to you in ways far greater than you can imagine. It's about themselves, their unresolved wounds, and their fear of facing their own shortcomings. They are more afraid of someone who won't let that same fear rule them. You only need to pay attention to the signs of their anxiety, such as excessive paranoid behavior, compulsive monitoring, and a rapid change in their tone of voice when talking to you. In an effort to absorb what they cannot have naturally, some people will begin to imitate you, taking on your words, mannerisms, and presence. Others will take the other approach, trying to undermine you by spreading gossip, misrepresenting your statements, and trying to lower your light enough to make you feel comfortable once again. Write 11 to confirm that you are ready to accept the generous blessings that await you. When you win, look at how others react. Do they join you in celebrating, or are they quiet, restless, or resentful? Do they try to belittle your achievements, point out your shortcomings, and try to make you never feel too good about yourself? Those who cannot overcome their jealousy will constantly look for ways to spread their resentment to others. Some people will project their own feelings of shame and guilt onto you, trying to make you feel that you are the problem. They will turn your confidence into arrogance, your boundaries into selfishness, and your compassion into weakness. By working in this way, the restless try to control reality itself. However, the truth always comes to light. And if you are listening, you will recognize them as they already are. Experience what it is really like to be chosen. You are not alone on this journey. If you believe in your heart that you have been chosen, you are in the perfect spot. By choosing to join, you can further your relationship with us, access exclusive information, and get the help you need on your spiritual journey. It's not just about joining a group. It's about gaining access to special insights that can change your life and help you get closer to your divine purpose. Make your decision now and join us on this journey. Claim your right to be one of the chosen ones. Sign up today. It is impossible to ignore the power you have. You have completed the kind of labor that most people avoid. You have overcome your doubts, sat with your pain, and faced your demons. You have validated yourself, so you no longer need validation. You don't want acceptance because you think well of yourself. And this is not a common situation. How you get so easily through life is beyond the comprehension of those who refuse to do the inner work. They cannot understand how you keep your composure in the face of criticism or how you maintain your dignity in the face of attempts to undermine you. Since they have no idea what real self-confidence feels like, they conclude that you must be faking it. But your confidence is not a mirage. It is the product of struggles they don't see, wounds they don't understand, and healings they are not ready to experience. That's why they take action. Your presence reminds them of the task they have been avoiding. It reminds them that if they were ready to face their own darkness, they too could be free. But instead of evolving, they decide to resent others who have already done so. The world will try to diminish you. People will try to trick you into thinking that you are the problem, that your self-love is selfishness, or that your self-confidence is arrogance. They will probe, poke, and pester you to destroy your foundation. But you don't want to be offended. You don't dim your light to make other people feel comfortable. You don't live by standards that don't fit your soul. And because you are aware of who you are not affected when people try to control you, misrepresent your expressions, or try to change your reality. They put you to the test. They will try to make you question your own abilities, question your instincts, and become more timid when you face your fears. However, you have already recognized the deception. You owe them nothing for your insignificance. You do not have to obey them. No one, not a single person, can take away your power, your calmness. People can sense that you have a different aura even before you speak. When you enter a room, you change the whole ambience. You inspire and attract some people. Others feel vulnerability, uneasiness, and even danger, because they cannot imitate the vibration or frequency of your energy. It is more noticeable to those who use lower frequencies. Clarity, purpose, and divine alignment are qualities that people see in you that they don't have. And instead of keeping up with this enthusiasm, they try to bring you down to their level. They will try to disturb your peace by pushing, testing, and provoking you. But what they don't realize is that you have a sharp judgment. Before they even open their lips, you can see right through them. You see the subtle changes in their behavior, the hesitation in their speech, and the hidden jealousy beneath their smiles. No matter how carefully someone tries to hide their true intentions, they will never fool someone who can see through the illusion. You know who is pretending and who is sincere. You hear the truth behind what people say, not just what they say. You understand the motivation behind their behavior instead of just seeing it. With your increased awareness, you can see through disguises, read between the lines, and recognize dishonesty before it happens. Some people are uncomfortable with this. They don't like it because they can't deceive you or control you as they do other people. For the next 48 hours, you will be financially abundant. Right 22. To confirm that what you are about to learn today will change your life. It bothers them that you are not influenced by their strategies and do not fall for their tricks. They will try to create suspicion in you. They will try to make you believe that you are hallucinating, accuse you of overanalyzing, and label you as paranoid. But you see them for who they really are, and they know the truth deep down. They are afraid of that. Leave a note. If you have good judgment, they cannot fool me. You trust yourself, your instincts, your intuition, and your capacity to see what others cannot see. Your knowledge has never failed you, so you do not question it. Despite their efforts to dissuade you, one thing is certain: you are just awake and not crazy. People get obsessed with trying to dominate you when they realize they cannot. They observe your every move, imitate you, and study you, as if deciphering a riddle they will never be able to complete. It starts quietly. A long look, a thoughtless remark, an unexpected interest in your activities. Their infatuation eventually turns into something worse. They make an extra effort to adapt to your environment because they can't bear you living your life without them. They try to change how other people see you, make up stories and change history. They want to own a piece of you, to keep you under their wing and ensure that you never outshine them, not just to stop you. Those who are incapable of managing your success will make every effort to undermine it. They will cast doubt on your goals, belittle your achievements, and instill a mild skepticism in the people around you. They believe that if they can't rise, you shouldn't be able to either. When infatuation and jealousy don't work, they resort to manipulation. They will try to make you question your own abilities and self-worth. They misrepresent your behavior, twist your words, and make you feel bad for being who you really are. When you are only confident, they accuse you of being arrogant. If you have boundaries, they will accuse you of being selfish. Even if they started the fire, they will act like victims. They are determined to misunderstand you because the truth is too hard for them to bear, and when you defend yourself, they will say, "See, I told you they were the problem." If they were honest with themselves, they would admit that their anger is not directed at you, but at their own inability to change. But they choose projection over introspection. They have chosen harm instead of progress. The problem is that you have no control over how others see you. You don't have to carry the weight of their inability to manage your brilliance. And because you are aware of the truth that they can never take away from you, you are not affected by their attempts to distort reality. Let us now take a moment to remember the chosen ones among us. Here's to the people who see the world from a different perspective, the silent protectors, the watchful spirits who are always awake and alert. They don't want it any other way, and they don't fit the mold. They create their own paths, wage invisible wars, and shine light into dark places, while others follow the known. If it's not for everyone, that's fine. But you know when you feel in your soul that something is for you. Just the truth, no disguise or pretense. Whether you donate $20, $50, or more, your support will enable us to share these words of love, hope, and faith with the world. Your goals, desires, and personal growth are more important things to focus on. You don't have time to react to those who are trying to drain your energy, play meaningless dramas, or pursue petty scores. You walk differently because you are aware of who you are. Those who are obsessed with you are caught in a vicious cycle of self-harm, distraction, and comparison. They watch everything you do to spot a vulnerability, a crack in your self-esteem that they can exploit. But they don't understand that you are too busy creating your future to care what others think. While they are wasting time planning your demise, you are rising. While they are spreading rumors, you are securing your fortune. You are raising them while they sit in resentment. And the best part? You don't even have to give them credit. Silence and success is the best form of retaliation. You must not be accessible to everyone. You must not allow everyone to enter your territory. Ever since you realize that conserving your energy is a sign of self-respect, you have decided to cut contact with anyone who brings negativity into your life. This requires you to sever your connections with those who do not accept your progress. It requires you to distance yourself from those who only come to you when they need you. It requires letting go of those who are determined to misinterpret you, because no explanation will convince them to see what they persistently refuse to see. They will accuse you of being indifferent, self-centered, or unappreciative, and brand you as frigid. However, they refuse to admit that they never helped you in the first place. They want to be close to your light, not because they think you are valuable, but because they want to have control over your light. Also, because you have imposed limitations, they can no longer use the power they were trying to control. So you leave without a second thought. You have allowed them to speak. You have allowed them to misinterpret. Because ultimately, you value your peace more than their acceptance. And they will never learn that lesson. Whatever you went through, even the silent betrayals, the endless struggles, and the evenings when uncertainty whispered in your ear, were never meant to break you. They were meant to shape you. While others took the fast path, you took the long road. When others sought approval from others, you developed yourself from the inside out. And now, after years of perseverance, your time has come. This is not luck. This is not an accident. This is divine alignment. Doors that seemed closed are suddenly opening effortlessly. Those who misjudged you are now forced to watch you fully embrace your authority, and rooms you were previously forbidden to enter are now inviting you in. A period of prosperity, success, and recognition awaits you. But this time you are not asking for permission. You are not demanding attention. They see you. You are no longer bound by the burden of your previous difficulties. On the contrary, it helps you move forward. The empire you are building is based on the lessons you have learned, the resilience you have developed, and the knowledge you have acquired. There is no longer any doubt about your existence. It is a declaration. You do not minimize your grandeur or weaken your spirit to appease others. You have prepared for this moment, so you stand tall, unblinking, and unashamed. However, exposure comes with elevation. The higher you go, the more you are noticed. Also, some people find your success intolerable. You will now be exposed to many opinions from the same people who rejected you. They will scrutinize every action you take, looking for even the smallest mistake that they can use as evidence that you don't deserve your success. They will chatter, make assumptions, and spread stories, not because you have done anything wrong, but because your presence disturbs their comfort. It is unacceptable for you to step outside the box they have built for you. It angers them that you do not conform to their expectations. But what they fail to realize is that their words are powerless. It doesn't matter what they think. You continue to rise while they spend time trying to pull you down. You stay focused on your goal while others focus on every action you take. Success is the best way to fight hatred. Indifference is the most powerful type of retaliation. Those who are determined to misunderstand, you do not need you to defend yourself. You don't need to justify yourself to those who cannot look beyond their own insecurities. So you give them a chance to speak. You let their energy go to waste. And you continue to build. Because their cacophony is ultimately just noise. Moreover, nothing can divert your attention from the destiny unfolding before you. You were never alone on your journey. Through every obstacle, betrayal, and defeat, you were guided by something more than yourself. It is not normal to have protection over your life. It is no coincidence that doors open for you. Obstacles disappear and you always manage to move forward even when everything seems to be against you. This is an act of divine intervention. There are forces watching over you, protecting you, making sure that no weapon created against you succeeds. None of the people who plot against you, try to harm you or send you negative messages, understand the consequences of their actions. Because when they act against you, they are fighting against something much more powerful than they realize. The truth is that anyone who tries to harm a chosen one always pays the price. Some call it karma, others call it divine justice. While this may not happen immediately, it is inevitable. Those who act with malice always suffer the consequences of their own energy because the universe has a way of balancing itself. You are not weak. You are not lost. Moreover, you should not be played with. Now is the time to make your position clear and stick to your mission unwaveringly. The time for self-doubt is over. Gone are the days of doubting your worth. You do not owe anyone an explanation as to why you are the person you are destined to be. Those who tried to limit or diminish your power, who made you doubt your instincts, and who tried to make you feel insignificant were afraid of what you might become. Their only option now is to observe. You don't need their consent. You don't need their approval. You don't have to convince anybody of anything. You will inevitably stand out, and your power is unquestionable. Act with the assurance of someone who knows they are protected. Speak your truth and walk boldly, because you are. Now is your moment. No more waiting, no more shrinking, and no more letting the opinions of narrow-minded people control your life. You are unleashing your full potential, regardless of the reactions of others who cannot cope with you. You believe in yourself, your journey, and that everything in your life is going as it should. You don't have to push anyone, chase after anyone, or prove yourself to anyone. You will easily find the right people, the right chances, and the right situations. Let them misinterpret you. Let them speak. As you grow, let others observe from the sidelines, because you are no longer here to prove yourself to anyone. You are here to live, develop, and flourish, to do so fearlessly and without apology. You are not hiding who you are. You don't change who you are to meet the expectations of others. It is up to you to publish whatever you want. You tell it like it is. You live your life exactly as it should be, without doubt, without shame, and without limitations. It was never intended that you go on this journey with people who can't handle your sincerity, and that's a good thing. You don't lower yourself to meet them where they are. Instead, you release them with love. Because not everyone has to follow you where you are going. Your light is no longer dim. You have stopped defending yourself. You no longer need permission. You are finally living your life the way you want it to be. You have persevered through every obstacle, betrayal, and moment of uncertainty. You refuse to be anything other than who you really are, to break and obey, and for that, you deserve more than praise. You deserve a celebration, because being true to yourself in a society that expects you to submit is a victory in itself. Not everyone is strong enough to follow this path. Not everyone is strong enough to withstand manipulation, jealousy, and attempts to shatter your soul. However, this is what you were designed for. As you have shown, nothing and no one can stop you. Also, remember that your best days are not yet over, but only just beginning as you enter your next season. May everyone who has been selected stand tall. Go with courage. Don't be sad, just hold on to your strength. You are now above turmoil, diversions, and negativity. Take care of your development. Keep your energy safe, and believe that you already have everything that is meant for you. If this video resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Tell someone you think needs to hear it. Subscribe to this channel and enable alerts so you don't miss more divine messages. Let's continue to share hope, love, and divine guidance together. Also, consider making a large gratitude donation to help our work. Whether your gift is $10, $20, or more, it will enable us to continue spreading these messages around the world. See you in the next video. Thank you.